But yeah, as the title says, man, we're going through the mid-year top 5. You know what we at so far, what we have on our top 5 list, and what we're gonna do. We're gonna go around the room. Everybody's gonna get their top 4, and then we're gonna say the top 1 for last, and we're gonna talk about that, and maybe get some honorable mentions of what almost made the list. So yeah, we're gonna start with Beezy 430. Beezy 430.
What's up?
What was your top 4 of this year album, starting with number 5?
All right, so at number 5, I have Granddad Willie with Oito.
Okay, both the blue and red.
Yeah, I mean, if I were to pick one, I would pick the blue. But yeah, the double album. I've got that as my number 5.
Mm-hmm.
At number 4, I got Killer Mike Michael. At number 3, I got Speaker Bullies, Art of Disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
At number 2, I got Odyssey, To What End.
Okay, all right. Solid list. Moving on to the man to my left, Feefo, 24/7.
You got that booty hole brown song. What's that girl's name?
Who? I don't even know.
What's her name?
Sexy Red?
My booty hole brown.
I do not know
That's
this.
a lyric? Isn't it Sexy
I do not
Red?
know this.
My booty hole brown. Yeah, Sexy Red.
That's
Oh,
That's all.
okay.
I don't even know what you.
Yes, you do.
No,
Yes,
bright red.
Yeah.
No, I don't. At number 5, I have Conway the Machine. Won't He Do It?
Mm-hmm.
At number 4, I have Primo Rice, AJ, and King Joe, the Forever Tape.
Mm-hmm.
At number 3, I have Ransom Director's Cut 4.
Mm-hmm.
At number 2, I have Larry June and the Alchemist, The Great Escape.
At number what?
2.
Okay, yeah, okay. All right, cool. All right, so I guess I'll go next. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go. What's this? Counterclockwise. 5, I have Mock Hami and the God Fahim Notorious Dump Legends Volume 2. At 4, I have Larry June, The Great Escape.
Okay.
Yeah. I was rocking with it, man. I'm really rocking with it. Shout out to Feefo. Number 3, I had the Killer Mike Michael LP. At number 2, I have Conway, Won't He Do It? So that's my 5 through 2. Can it be Inge? Do you have yours ready?
I do.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is a thing, right?
It is absolutely.
It is a thing.
Really
we have to make sure.
Well, I got y'all.
Starting
now.
at 5.
Starting at 5.
Okay.
Jay Worthy and Rock Marciano.
Okay.
Nothing bigger than the program.
Interesting.
Number 4. This is mine. Let me go. Estee Knack.
Oh,
Knack saw
That
Jim
shit's
Duggan.
good.
yeah.
Yep.
Number 3, Odyssey, To What End. And my number 2 is Billy Woods, Kenny Siegel, Maps.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Last but not least, Mike C-Town, what you got from 5 to 2?
Number 5, I got JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown, Scaring the Hoes. Number 4, I got AJ Suede and Televangel with, I don't know how to pronounce this, Parthian Shots, I guess. Number 3, I got Killer Mike with Michael. Number 2, I got Sketch 185 and Jeff Markey with He Left Nothing for the Swim Back.
Okay. That's the 5 through 2. So here's the real. Like, what do y'all think people got for number 1? Real quick, what do y'all think B's number 1 album is? I'm curious to see what y'all think is his number 1.
Well, I think me and Mike have the same number 1 album.
Oh, really?
I highly doubt that.
Y'all got similar styles, man. Y'all flavors the same.
no way.
Man,
There's no way.
He
Absolutely
said
not.
that confidently.
No.
Absolutely
He
not.
said, man, y'all.
That'd
Absolutely.
be a first.
I don't have the booty hole, brown.
That would be a first. What you got as your number 1 album so far?
Black Thought.
Okay.
I had it wrong.
You had it wrong with
I did have it
What
wrong.
did you think it was?
Glorious
I
Game.
thought it was I thought it was the Stove God joint.
Still God joint.
Yeah, what Stove God joint?
Isn't that Stove?
I don't know.
This shit came out 3 years ago. Watch.
No,
What
yeah.
album is it?
Don't worry about it.
See?
He said, "Don't worry about it." Yeah. Black Thought, Glorious Game.
What's the album you and Mike got numbers?
That's what I want to know.
My number 1 is Killer Mike Michael.
Well, how would
No,
that be
you
my
already
number
said
1? If it's
Oh, you already said
Yeah, you already said it.
Boy, that is. Oh my God. Whoa, people.
Yeah, I guess it's just like this. I didn't
Yeah.
hear you say Killer.
Yeah.
What was Killer Mike on your list?
It was 3.
3? Okay.
I had him
My
at
bad.
3 as well.
I didn't
That's
hear you.
funny.
I did not hear you. I swear to God.
Mike and I may have the same one.
Yeah.
So yeah, my number 1 album. Yeah, man, it's the Billy Wood King Siegel Maps, man. Like that's the one for me. That's the one for me, man. Can it be Inge? Who's your number one?
Blackest album this year.
Oh wait for it. All right, what is it?
Wait for it.
We ready? Okay. Shit, look at the shirt. This is the Blackest album this year. Killer Mike Michael.
Okay.
Killer Mike Michael.
See, I was off by one person.
Yeah, you meant Ken.
Yeah. And again, last but not least, Mike C-Town, what is your number one album so far this year?
Billy Woods and Kenny Siegel with Maps.
Yeah, man. That's just solid.
I wish it wasn't though,
Really? Why?
because it'd be too predictable.
You think so? Yeah, because
I'm gonna just pretend to not like his next album.
Why did he make your number one?
Why did he?
Yeah.
It was the one I returned to the most.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I think it's kind of unfair, because I feel like I return to Billy Woods projects so much because I be trying to figure out like exactly what it is that he be talking about sometimes. But yeah, him and Kenny Siegel just make a fucking amazing team.
Yeah.
And that album is too good.
Yeah.
Too good. It's almost unfair to other rappers like him.
Ken, you said Black album. What else? Why did that Killer Mike make your number one?
I think that's it, man. I think from the beats to Killer Mike to everything, man. I think it just delivers in a lot of different areas that I like, and it really resonates with me. I think before this I would have been with, I guess, you two, with because Maps was second, but this one just just kind of bumped it down a little bit.
Yeah. I won't say I returned to it as much as Mike, but I do. I played it a lot at like around the time we reviewed it, and yeah, I didn't have to like. I was already bumping it. I think before we reviewed it. I think because we reviewed it kind of late, I believe. So I had already been playing it, and just going back over the albums I listened to, it's like the most rounded one that I had on my list. You know what I'm saying? That I could kind of just play. Just very, very dope lyrics. The beats on here was super dope. The features were dope. But yeah, just in case any of y'all missed it, man, Mike and I had a battle, Mock Hominy versus Billy Woods, and it was, yeah, man, I'm a fan of both, and so it was a fun battle for to hear the stuff.
How can the people watch it?
Patreon.com/Dead End Hip Hop is how you can watch that replay of Mike and I's battle between Mock Hominy and Billy Woods. So if you did not catch that, you want to go back and watch that one. It was a very entertaining battle. Feefo 24/7. How did you pick your number one?
Man, one of the hardest intro songs that I've heard in a minute.
Hello,
and I don't know, bro. Like I said in the review, I love when artists peel back layers of themselves. You know what I'm saying? I felt like we've always seen and heard Killer Mike because he's a very outspoken person, and you kind of know him or. Like the persona of him. But this is the first time that I really felt like I got to know the core of him. And his artistry really shined through. Like with Run the Jewels, he's just this big, boisterous, dope-ass voice over these crazy-ass LP beats. But on this, it was like, what's the one he was talking about, his auntie that was a fiend and stuff like that? I can't remember the name of that song, but like stuff like that artistry, like I have yet to see that from Killer Mike. And for somebody that's such a vet in the game that we're now just getting this from, that was super dope. And I just listened to it a whole hell of a lot. So that's how it came to number one for me.
And Beezy 430.
What up?
How do you arrive to your number one?
Yeah, I mean, this was an album I was definitely looking forward to. This is one of the couple of albums that I was really excited for when I knew it was coming out with Black Thought, and I hope I pronounced their name right.
Mike,
is it Michael's?
I don't know, but
yeah, I don't think it's Michael's, but El Mitchell Affair. They are a band, a hip hop band. I got put up on them like in 2012 when they redid the samples from the 36 Chambers called Into the 37 Chamber, and they did another album that came out in 2020 called Adult Theme. And then when I found out that they was doing an album with Black Thought just been tapping with so many different producers and bands and different cats, man. It's like crazy. So it's kind of like the same reason with Mike with Billy Woods is like, yeah, Black Thought is just like, it's kind of predictable, but it's like, it's fucking Black Thought. Like this dude's gonna make some amazing work and tap in with some different producers every time. So yeah.
Feefo.
Honorable mention.
Do you have any honorable mentions? Like,
Yeah.
what almost made your list?
I got 3 of them. One of them is Kenny Mason 6. Really, really, really like that project, but I just like the other ones that I mentioned a little bit more. Jay Ski's Abolished Uncertainties. Really, really, really dope project. And then Currency and Harry Fraud Vices. Harry Fraud did this motherfucking thing. I mean, shit, damn. And then that joint with Larry June Marble Columns. That's, oh my god, like,
Damn.
super dope song.
A couple of my honorable mentions was Scaring the Hoes. I think you had it on yours, right? That the more I listen to that one, man, I like it. I like it more, but it didn't quite crack my top 5. So yeah, that almost made it. Mind of a Saint. Did you ever listen to Mind of a Saint by Skazu?
It's on mine.
It's on yours? Okay, yeah. So yeah, that almost made my list. And I was listening to the ST-NAC, but I didn't listen to it enough to put it on my top 5.
That shit crazy.
But
bro.
yeah, it is good. I mess with him heavy, bro. Anytime he's featured on anything, Anytime he's featured on anything, yeah, I always love his.
Yeah, that shit's mean.
Yeah. Myke, shaking your head. What else? Would you have on your?
Man,
You say you had 5. What's your
I might have
5?
more than 5. Well, first off, I did see somebody ask about the atmosphere, but I'm pretty sure I mentioned on one of these videos that I had literally just discovered that they dropped something. So that's the only reason that album's not on here. And I already said it's fucking great, but it would be really disingenuous for me to put that over anything else that I've been listening to longer.
Yeah.
But that new Atmosphere album is some of the best stuff that they've done in a long time. So guaranteed that will be in my top 10. Another one, the new McKinley Dixon album, Beloved Paradise Jazz. Fucking incredible, but I literally discovered it last week. There's an Henri Osborne EP, The Jugs, fucking great. That ST-NAC was on mine as well. Then there's stuff that literally just came out. Like there's a brand new Difference Machine album that just came out that's fucking incredible. Lord, I don't know if it's Lord Olo or Lord OLO because I've never heard anyone say them out loud, but they're really, really dope. I think maybe a couple of y'all would probably fuck with that project. Only a couple more y'all. Cool Keith and Real Bad Man with Serpent. That shit is great. It's a lot better than Black Elvis 2.
Really?
It's a lot better than Black Elvis 2 in my opinion. I think this shit is really, really, really good. And then last but not least, the homie Dylan and Diamond D, Uncut Gems. This album is fucking good. I think they're a great duo, but I think that this is the best that they've sounded together. But that album also came out quite a bit later than these other ones, so it would be disingenuous to put that over anything else on here. I think this has been a pretty decent year with rap, but it hasn't been amazing. I hear a lot of people complaining as usual, but you know, I could have easily made a top 10.
Just came across this year. I had actually tweeted B one of their projects because they went over some pretty dope beats. But Matthew, I don't know how to say the last name, but it's FOHDH. So and Butter and Salmon, I think, are the producers. But yeah, you can find it on Bandcamp. FOHDH is the album, but it's a really good listen. It's a banger. Y'all check that one out. I will also say The Great Escape is an honorable mention.
Okay.
The beats,
Yeah,
the
man.
beats fucking insane, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The beats are fucking insane on that joint. And the last one, Glaucoma 2. So for the streets,
Oh,
bro. Key Glock, baby. Key Glock, baby. Key Glock,
hey,
baby.
Hey, you know what? That is a joint.
Man, I be
that-
in the streets, bro.
No,
you
you
don't
don't.
know. You don't know, bro.
Don't nobody know that.
You don't know. Well,
What
they need
street?
to know, bro.
Well, tell them today.
Nah, you don't
Nah,
want to
that
roll up
keep
on me
that
like
keep
that.
like go hard, bro.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Hey,
I'm surprised you put that in your honorable.
Hey, man. Yeah.
So one I got a Navy Blue, Ways of Knowing.
I've been
I
trying to
haven't
get to
listened
that
to that
album, man, bro. It pains me I haven't got to it.
Shay Nora Never.
That's a good one.
With Big Ghost. Yeah.
Yep.
And then this one, I feel like this is going to end up being in my top 10 or top 5. But when it came out, I wasn't in the hip hop mood. But Billy Woods and Kenny Siegel Maps. That's going.
You wasn't on that review?
Yeah, I was on it.
What were you saying? I thought you wasn't.
Yeah, it was during the time where I was just like, but didn't feel like listening to rap or whatever.
Okay.
So, like, I listened to it for the album review, but I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure once I dive into it some more, it's going to be
Yeah, man.
in my top 10 or maybe 5. So, That's the honorable mention. And then the last one, I think I mentioned the Sky Zoo.
Yeah, 100%.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Yeah, that's going crazy.
And
Yeah.
even though it just came out today, and I know this is probably gonna be in my top 10, Black Milk, Everybody's Good. Oh man,
Yeah.
I've been listening to the fuck out that shit.
But yeah, man, I just want to have a quick discussion because I know this, been murmurs around here, and just I see it out there too about like how it's kind of been a slow hip hop year so far. Are y'all still feeling like that after actually constructing this top 5? I know, Myke, you said you're not really feeling like that, right?
I don't ever. I typically don't say that. I think people just like to complain. It's like, I don't know what you want. Like, it's not like we all had all of the same albums in our top 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a lot of variety out there, but I don't know.
It felt like it to me.
Felt like a dead year?
It felt like a dead year until I started going through some stuff. I was like, oh, actually, I haven't listened to that yet. Because I was looking like the STNAC. I see some other stuff that was on the list that I would want to listen to, but I was like, oh, I didn't realize it had come out. So I don't know if it's just like marketing thing right now that's going on, that it's not being pushed or something. But yeah, maybe I just don't have my ear to the streets like that. B, what you think it was a slow year for you, or was it hard to put this together?
Yeah, it was. I mean, I guess when I came up with my list and my honorable mentions, I guess it wasn't that.
Yeah, it wasn't that slow. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I still had like about 8-9 projects, so
it's weird.
Like for me, I feel like it was slow. It's been slow, but it's not dead. Like we've had worse years in hip hop where it's like, damn, like it was tough to come up with a list. It wasn't necessarily tough, but it was like, I don't know. Like I haven't been overwhelmed with a whole bunch of hip hop projects. And then like B earlier in the year, and even now, like I just really have not been in a big hip hop mood. Look, we do a lot of hip hop topics. We listen to a lot of hip hop music. Every other Friday, we're putting on a battle for you. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're always involved in hip hop. So this year, I just been kind of just a little tuned out. Like, I can't even front.
I think it's probably because it's not like a lot of mainstream big artists dropping this. Probably why it feels dry, I guess. I know we don't listen to a lot of mainstream, but that's probably part of it.
But motherfuckers say this shit every year.
Maybe
not y'all. Y'all not motherfuckers. Motherfuckers are here.
I feel you.
They say this shit you do, but we don't listen to you. But they say this shit every single year. Oh, it's a bad year for rap. Oh, it's a mid-year for rap. It's every year y'all say this shit. But y'all still fucking come up with a top 10, so it can't be that bad.
Yeah,
not everybody can drop constant projects. I think Griselda has fucking spoiled y'all motherfuckers.
Yeah,
and Griselda and Little B, Griselda and Little B have spoiled y'all.
So you think you could have came up with a solid top 10?
I have 12, 13 albums on here that I had to sit there and narrow down and make it just 5, and I went strictly by when the album came out.
Gotcha.
This year has definitely been slow. I think you can always put together a list, but when I was going through the list, I was like, that's all right. That's all right. That's cool.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of projects that I haven't listened to that I think are dope.
Yeah.
But I also know that, typically with the underground, you could probably find quality dope albums. But that don't mean the year is still strong.
Yes,
I think they do a good job of staying consistent.
No, it just means that mainstream is having a problem. But underground rappers are still working.
I would agree.
Underground is always pretty much popping. You know what I'm saying? I think that for the most of us here on the stage, like 60 to 70% of our list is typically more underground than a mainstream person, including myself. You know what I'm saying? So mainstream is way slower than the underground. Like the underground is really booming.
And it really feels like over the last month and a half, 2 months, lot of shit has dropped.
Yep.
I mean, stuff that I've barely even had a chance to listen to yet. So, nah, man, I feel like there's plenty of music. I feel like people just don't want to do the work to find it anymore, which is weird. Because, if all you do is just like sit on Twitter and wait for somebody to tag you in some shit, you're not going to find anything.